From the cornfield farms in the Midwest to the city of Metropolis, Illinois. Welcome to the celebration that is so super. Okay, this doesn't make any sense. On with the video. I gotta make sure the head. Welcome everybody to the Superman Celebration 2021. This is specifically for the Superman's channel, the statue cam, because I did not stream any live stuff from the event. I've been streaming live on my regular channel, Nomadic Hippie. So if you guys want to see anything, you know, 8-hour videos, go over to my other channel. But this one here, I figured I'm just going to get and walk the streets, bring you the sights, the smells, the sounds, the atmosphere of Superman Celebration 2021 with my lips sealed. Hope you enjoy, and I'll see you next year. Peace out, everybody. Enjoy.
Yeah, I'm just telling him that you're.
Hi.
How you doing?
Doing good. How are you? Kids?
Loved it.
You can hold him.
No, it's okay. We got 3 of them earlier.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's
toss
the
us in the
last one.
damn
I
right.
want to separate him from his brothers.
Haunted houses, and they told me
People want to smell like Taco Tuesday. Everyone wants to smell like Taco Tuesday. Make yourself irresistible to women.
I think this is going to go on my regular channel. I gotta talk. It's so hard to shoot a video and not talk. Superman Statue Cam, continue being silent. This is going on Nomadic Hippie. It's got to. I gotta talk. So, just for one reason and one reason alone, this amazing lady here does some incredible sculpting. And her husband has done ghost hunting at the Riverview Mansion and other places. And he's actually doing a thing tonight, I think at 8 o'clock, 8:30, something like that.
Yes.
Do you know what time her husband's going to be doing
yes. Lori's
the speak?
8:30.
8:30.
8:30.
Okay. Is there going to be any photographers there and reporters?
Peter Parker might be there.
Peter might be
Yeah.
there. That's what I was
He's
thinking.
a really good photographer.
Now, who do you think is a better photographer, Peter Parker or Jimmy Olsen? Who's better?
Talent-wise,
Talent-wise.
I'm
I think
a little biased.
I think I asked you this like 2 or 3 years ago, possibly, if it was you.
Probably wasn't.
And it probably wasn't, but
Well, what did I say then?
you said, I have to go back and look on 2 years ago video. I think it was, he's a better photographer, but Peter Parker's better looking.
That's my answer has not changed.
It hasn't changed. Okay, that's what it is.
Right.
At the moment, we are in Hidden Gems, which is a new store on Market Street here in Metropolis, Illinois. They have the normal shop over there, which has amazing stuff, fun stuff in it. But also they have the side store business thing going on. And at the moment they are having a mini con going on. So it's not uncommon to see cosplayers along with amazing stuff to purchase from amazing people like her and her husband. She is an amazing sculptor. The other night we were at Riverview Mansion at Mansion Mom's, and she was showing me pictures on her phone of the crazy stuff that she makes. But I also purchased something from here that you guys have seen in my paranormal live stream, and it's one of these creations. Not specifically this one. I got a female. Well, that's a female, but I got something very similar. Oh, that came. I thought you pressed a button. That was actually you. Oh, he's a sound effects guy. Okay. A very Captain Spaulding looking one. Right. I got this section of the street pretty much to myself, but it's not going to stay that way because just down here, I am sure there's copyrighted music and crowds. I'm going to have to kind of zig through. Also, I think there's wrestling going on down here. I don't know if WWE or WWF, whatever it is, wrestling, the music that they play is copyrighted. Gosh, I hope not. Well, after an 8-hour live stream, it's getting pretty late. This section of the street is starting to die down a little bit, but oh my gosh. Until about 20 minutes ago, even this part of the street was packed. But everyone's kind of congregating down for an 8 p.m. paranormal talk about things like the Riverview Mansion and stuff. There was a documentary filmed, and actually we're going to go down and see a little bit of that. Maybe they'll talk about our camera. It's a possibility. Kind of wishing that some of this foods were down where I was shooting my live stream, because I can go for some Mongolian barbecue and some awesome homemade root beer. My God, this place was made just for me. Okay, something is going on here. I actually think it is the wrestling. Let's check a little bit of this out before copyright music starts, because I know these guys are enjoying it.
Oh, it's another cheater.
Looks fun. I would like to get in that ring. I do my famous belly flop, the hippie flop, the hippie shake. That's what I would do. The hippie shake. Uh-oh, something's about to go down. It's going down. Happened so fast I almost didn't catch it. Those guys have speed.
The winner of this qualification and still USA Southern Heavyweight Champion, DJ Fury.
Hands up. It could have been me. I could have did the hippie shake and knocked them all out of the ring. You know what's crazy? So, in fact, I'm gonna excuse me. I'm gonna tell her the same thing. I'm gonna get a selfie. Well, not really a selfie. I thought I lost something in my bag. Wait for this. Wait for it. She's busy. She's busy. You know, I could fly to Las Vegas, and this opportunity right here would probably cost me $20.
Really? Nothing, for free.
For free. You don't have to be on the Las Vegas
That's
Strip.
right.
It's free.
Hi, what's your name?
Nomadic Hippie. I got the cameras down on the end of the buildings down there.
You do?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Wonder Virginia.
Wonder Virginia.
Yes.
And do you have a YouTube channel, or do you have a website?
I have Facebook, Wonder Virginia.
Wonder Virginia
and
on Facebook.
My Instagram is Wonder Virginia 1985.
And she doesn't charge $20 for a selfie.
No, I don't. Free.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Oh, I want to get in there so bad right now. It is cooling down definitely a little bit as the sun starts to set, but I would still love to sit in that thing right now, and hopefully somebody's a good enough aim to knock me in the water. My God, the main event as I'm walking back by.
Give it.
If it's Jerry Lawler, the king, that would be amazing for a main event because he is hanging out in town.
I'm kicking the champ out. Good grief.
Auction me off.
Okay, I figured why not come back and see part of the main event before all the other festivities I have to attend. Just gotta watch out for copyrighted music.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are gonna look at the new tag team champions. You gotta have faith tonight. You gotta have Sandra Ruthless tonight. And most of all, you have to have Rey Martinez. None of you scrubs are invited to the after party. None of you. On the Holy Father, Richard Faith, and the triple Mexican Rey Martinez. USA Southern Tag Team Champions. Weighing in at 6,900 fluid ounces, the big bass dropper, Jason Genesis. Perky Will, the Party Up Boys, P.U.B.
How long you guys want to watch this, but they should put me in the ring. Put me in the ring.
Watch out!
Okay, I could sit there and record that all day, but I don't think I want to make an entire video of that. I don't know any of those people, but it looks amazingly fun, and I just know it makes me want to get in the ring. I want to be the 60-year-old truck driving nomadic hippie in the ring. Maybe next year. 8 p.m. down here at the end of the street, next to the Lois Lane statue, there was an event going on where I think I already talked about it. I am so tired and worn out, but it's a paranormal, I believe a paranormal meet and greet and talking about a lot of the haunted things here in Metropolis. It sounds amazing, but I don't know if it sounds as amazing as this. Oh my. It's like things are starting to happen here, so let's head on in and catch a little of this. Like I said, some of the stuff may be about the Riverview Mansion. You guys may learn something. Those of you that watch the paranormal live streams I do may learn what other people have experienced there. She's here to get the scoop. Aren't you, Lois? Aren't you? Actually, stuff is getting set up at the moment. It's going to be kind of exciting, but they are doing a super dog show with Cruella de Vil at the moment.
So the judges and the audience can get one more look at them. And now you can do some.
Okay, so here comes all the contestants that have already been up. What a beautiful contestant. Another beautiful contestant. Another beautiful contestant. And why is there a horse in a dog show?
I don't understand.
I don't understand. Why are they letting a horse in the dog show? Oh, you're so photogenic. You're so photogenic.
Hey, come on.
Go win. Go win. My vote's on you. I can't believe a horse is disguised as a dog.
Okay, so this was Hercules. Oh.
Oh, there's a bark. Come on, horse. Bark. Bark, horse.
All right, I'm going to scoot in just a little bit so we can get everybody. Molly.
Hi.
This is Clyde. This is Roscoe. And this is Buttercup.
Right now, if that horse that is disguised as a dog right now does not win, there is something wrong. Look at the size of that beast. Okay, we're waiting for the judge's decision. Cruella de Vil is looking for her next coat. Oh, she seems to like Buttercup. That's a fluffy puppy.
Thank you. I want to give special recognition to our judges too, who volunteered their time. We have Stephanie, we have Artie, aka John, and we have Nick. We have Joan, who plans our event, if you want to give her a hand. She was actually the recipient of the Noel Neal Award this year.
Congratulations! Okay.
And as a prize for everyone who participated, make sure that you grab you a treat bag.
Oh, I
We'll
knew
save
it.
that for
It
them
had to
while
be a
the
dog bone.
puppies
It has
smell
to be a dog bone. That little one there looks like horse food. It's like a small bale of hay. Looks like a small bale of hay. So at the moment, the judges are painstakingly going through all the stuff that they've written down about each of the dogs, and their talents, and their posture. It's very difficult. I've seen the movie Best of Show. I know they have a difficult job. Okay, we got the drum roll. The judges are running it up.
Okay, so once again, I will call the winner. You can step up, get your prize, step back, and then at the end, we'll take pictures of everybody for the newspaper.
Hold on, the dogs get in the newspaper?
All right, the very first award we're going to give out is the Hercules Award for the biggest dog on the planet.
Oh, the horse won. The horse.
Hercules!
Well, biggest dog. God, that horse had the judges fooled. I knew that the costume, the cosplay that horse was wearing was gonna snow everybody. Congratulations. Congratulations, horsey. Okay, this looks fun, but you don't get wet. It's so hot. I bet inside there is hotter than the costume I got from a Baymax, Big Hero 6. All that heat, humidity. But I would accidentally unzip it and fall in. That would be that's what I would do. Because it's just too dang hot, even in the early evening, to be stuck in a ball when there's perfectly good water on the outside of it. Well, Noel, I don't know. I think you picked a great spot to kind of hang out this year, away from the crowds down by Clark. Well, Superman. This is a nice, quiet place. And all you had to really focus on was a pretty incredible dog show. Can you believe those people got snowed by that pony over there? That's crazy. I'll be back in a little bit. Still mind-blowing. This would have actually been fun earlier in the day. This thing filled up with foam, a giant foam pit. Oh gosh, why was I doing a live stream for 8 hours? I could have been enjoying this. There is an amazing auction going on down at the other end of town. I'm not really going to attend that because I will just spend money like crazy. So I'm just going to go ahead and start wandering back this way for a little bit as people are removing the chairs back down to the tent where the dog show was, getting ready for the big thing at 8 o'clock. And I'm just going to watch people work while I be lazy. I am a little bit hungry, but I am a little bit worried that they don't take credit cards. But I could definitely go for a hamburger at the moment. Was just informed they accept cards, so what did you get? Just a burger? Just a burger. Well, over here we got, it shows they got hamburgers, cheeseburger, horseshoes. I don't know what horseshoes are. But we get chicken strips, hot dogs, grilled chicken, yuck, ribeye, okay. And I think I'm going to get an iced tea and some sort of cheeseburger concoction, maybe a ribeye. Maybe I'm going to go for a ribeye. Oh man, I'm almost done with this, but I'm telling you guys, this could be the best hamburger I think I've ever had in my life. And I've eaten at a lot of hamburgers at a lot of restaurants. Oh my God. I just had the best burger, and it happened to be during Superman celebration. Oh, on the side of the street. So good. God, foam is flowing again. I might have to jump in. I mean, I would, but I gotta be down in this tent down here. Show some support for an amazing family.
So the thing about that is if you mess it up here, I can go home and vice versa, right? So that's good news. So I was at a convention in Minneapolis. I think it was CryptoCon. If you get a chance to go to GalaxyCon or CryptoCon in Minneapolis, they're huge. Because not much happens in Minneapolis and Minnesota. So when they put on an event, the whole state arrives, and they're in the International Convention Center in Minneapolis, 6'8", and I'm only 6'2". And I don't look up to many people, but here I am looking up to him in the elevator. He said to me, "What floor would you like? What floor do you want?" Let me turn my light off on my flashlight, of my pants will be glowing throughout the entirety of this, and you'll think it's a possession. I'm not possessed and my pants don't naturally glow, disappointingly.
He's such a great guy.
So I got in the elevator, the gentleman said, "Which floor do you want?" And he's 6'8", and I'm looking up at him, and I said, "I need the 10th one."
So what he's talking about is the very first time he heard of Metropolis, Illinois. And they, like, you met his wife when I got the little art piece of the baby Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. And he does paranormal live stream stuff. And he only heard of Metropolis recently before heading over to the Riverview Mansion. So that's what he's talking about right now.
So I looked around and then I discovered the Superman statue in the museum. And I walked into the museum. I noticed that in the museum they had artifacts that belonged to George Reed, Christopher Reeves. And I thought to myself, wouldn't it be fantastic as a paranormal investigator if I could actually ask George Reed, for example, how he died? And he could actually tell me. And I introduced myself to Morgan and she didn't batter an eyelid. I explained myself. It's very difficult when you come out to people
because you don't know what their reaction's going to be. So if you meet me in the street and I've never met you before, I'll say, hi, I'm Adrian, I'm an author, right? I've got to know you a little bit before I suddenly say to you, oh, and I also talk to the dead and I'm a paranormal investigator. You don't out yourself, do you, in the first 2 minutes?
I think his accent wins me over.
So, in Ghosts and Hauntings, and I'm not here to convince you of that. When I was young and enthusiastic, I used to go out of my way to try and convince people that ghosts existed. I wanted to share my experiences with everyone I met. And when you get people that say, I don't believe it, it's not real, when you die you rot, you know, there's nothing else after this, I did my utmost and my best to try and convince them. Well, over the last 25 years, I've discovered that if you believe, no amount of evidence is necessary, you just believe. If you don't believe, no amount of evidence is going to be enough to make you believe. My name's Adrian Lee. I'm the founder of the International Paranormal Society. This is my team. I have teams all over the world. We're a worldwide non-profit organisation. And the idea being that I can roll up in any country and just investigate ghosts and hauntings. People say to me, America's a very young country. There can't be as many ghosts here as there are in somewhere like Britain, when you consider the Romans were knocking around in 0 AD, and before that the Celts and all kinds of indigenous tribes, of course. But in actuality, the ghosts and hauntings I've experienced in my career only go back into about the 1850s and 1840s. I've not really come across much before that point or after that point, and I think it's to do with their energy dissipating. So at that point, you have as many ghosts and hauntings here as I've experienced in Britain. The hauntings, I can sign all of my books in Hidden Gems. I'm there for the duration of tomorrow as well. We've gone a bit wonky there. My books also make really good little blocks here to sit a projector on. So if you're having trouble with your projector, I would also recommend my books for that. Mysterious Midwest, I actually have written this book about the urban legends and the ghosts and hauntings of the Midwest area, so Iowa, the Dakotas, Minnesota and Wisconsin. And David Ellefson, who's the bass player of Megadeth, actually wrote the foreword for that book because he wrote a song called Mary Jane, and that cemetery on the front of the book is actually where the legend of the witch Mary Jane, who was buried alive. So I actually got a chance to hang out with Megadeth. They actually promote my book, so at this moment I have to say that Megadeth's a fabulous band. I recommend that you buy their music, and they're selling my books as well. If you get a chance, we go out on a TV station that's Minnesotan called MCN6, but you can also find that show on Roku if you search for MCN6, or you can find all of the shows on YouTube, and they're archived. And it's a comedy quiz show where we talk about the week's news of the paranormal. So here we are, the ghosts of Metropolis. Here's my team standing outside of the museum. Scott's on the right, there's Heather in the black. The lady in the middle is Karen with the Superman logo. Then we have Gloria and myself and Morgan on the end, and this is when we did our investigations here a month ago. Superman Museum, which involved a conversation with George Reeve and Christopher Reeves, and George came through and told us how he died, okay? There's some mystery surrounding George's death. Did he commit suicide? Was he murdered? Well, surely the best thing to do is to just ask the guy, right? And Morgan's got artifacts in the museum that actually belong to George, and we set them up, and you'll see that. But we actually had him come through and talk to us. We stayed while we was here at the Riverview Mansion. If ever there was a haunted looking building, right? So we stayed there. I've got some evidence from that building as well that I'm going to play for you. And also we had a wander out to the cemetery, and we investigated the Masonic Cemetery, and Bob Stroud is buried there, and of course he was the Birdman of Alcatraz, and we had a conversation with him as well. The gentleman in the blue who's standing in the middle of that shot, his name is Casey. I was followed around by Casey for that weekend, and he's a documentary filmmaker from Minnesota. And what he's done for me is put together a 15-minute presentation of the investigation that we did here. So for 15 minutes, I'm going to take this seat, I'm going to watch it with you. This is the first time this has ever been shown, and after tonight we're going to put links to it, and it's going to be on YouTube, and you can all go and look at it and share it. But I wanted this to be the first time I reveal some of the things we found.
So obviously I'm not going to let you see this, but I will put the link to the video that he's about ready to show in the description of this video if you want to check it out.
I just want to tell you what some of the equipment
I'll see
does,
you after this thing plays. See you in a few.
First and foremost, I'm going to
Okay, they just finished playing the video. I will get the link afterwards. It was actually really, really well done.
Hotel building, the B&B on the corner next to the casino, and I'm going to play you some responses and show you some photographs. I'm going to play you some responses that we got in the cemetery from Bob Stroud, and then I've got a really in-depth set of audio that I'm going to play you, where you hear George specifically say, of course in the documentary they can only add a few bits and pieces and they're not repeating them. I've got better responses and better evidence I can play you that George comes through and says that he didn't kill himself and it was Eddie Mannix that had him shot. The Riverview mansion that I'm sure every single person in this tent is aware of or knows where it is, so I'm going to whiz through that. It's got fabulous rooms, it's very old of course. It used to be a hospital back in the day, and of course there was actually a morgue in the basement, so if you're ever going to get paranormal activity, an old building that used to be a hospital with a morgue in the basement would be the place to go, wouldn't it? So we spent a night doing an investigation. Scott is the character sat on the right and Karen's on the left. During the course of that investigation, we used a thermal imaging camera, and we actually had, you can see it changing, especially in the top left-hand corner, and also to a certain degree between Karen and Scott. We had the thermal imaging camera set on a cold setting, so it doesn't give us a rainbow of colours and all the heat that you'd get with the two individuals sat there. These are the devices they use to find people trapped in earthquakes, for example, if you're aware of that kind of technology. They used them recently with that building that collapsed in Florida to find people that were trapped in the rubble. But in this situation, we had it set on a cold setting, so we just want to see the cold spots and the cold areas. And Scott and Karen said they felt a coldness go between them, and we took the photographs on a thermal imaging camera, and you can actually see the cold spots appearing and it actually moving and being transient in the top left. Got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of responses. If I played you everything we got from the 4 or 5 days we spent in Metropolis, we would be here till tomorrow morning. I've literally cherry-picked the ones that I thought were the most interesting or were the most strong in response. So bear that in mind. This represents like 1% of our evidence, and I will be giving Morgan and the couple that own the bed and breakfast, I will be giving them a thumb drive, a memory stick, with all the evidence on, and then they can go away and put that on their own websites and do with that as they wish. So I'm not going to play these more than once. If you miss it, you'll have to look them up, because I don't want to be here all night, and we'll get through these. So I'm asking initially via the ghost box what the name of the spirit is that's in the B&B.
Can you shout your name out nice and clear so we get nice clear responses and we know who you are? I'm Adrian, who are you? Well, that was Peter as the last name.
Did you all hear that? At the very end he says Peter, right? The courthouse. I'm not going to go through the history of George Reeves. I'm sure if you're here because you're a fan, you know all about this, and I'm not going to take up your time. You can read your own history books. You don't need me to do that for you. But here we are. We looked at the artifacts that belonged to George, and of course they had clothing, glasses, and they've got his union cards there on the right underneath the cabinet. Lots of personal possessions. We set up initially in the middle of the floor there. So in that little cabinet where you see that shirt hanging, he's actually got some poker chips in there that belong to him. And we actually set up a little table. So if you see Scott, on that table we have all of our equipment. And this device, the device that's actually where Scott's shoe is called a static meter. So when I play this piece of video, you're going to see the static meter go off instantly. So you're going to have to be quick to see it. I mean, Karen walks past and she does a little shuffle. And she does a shuffle because she's trying to build the static up. Do you know when you rub your shirt or you rub your trousers together, you get static electricity? Do you know when you rub a balloon on your jumper and it sticks to your head, right? So that meter has measured static electricity in that area, which makes me think it's attached to the poker chips, and you see the meter go off. What you then see is Karen doing a silly walk because she's trying to generate some static to see if the meter had gone off due to the fact that she was by it, rather than it being paranormal. So let me just play that clip for you. It only lasts a second, and you've got to be quick to see it.
And as far down as Superman.
Static detectors one up.
Sweet.
I just need to go back to the car because I'm ghost. Yeah, in the car. So I'm going to.
I will actually play that a second time because you've got to be really quick. So let me just play that again.
Very interesting. I was doing a live stream from the Riverview Mansion 2 nights ago with an iPad with a ghost talking application. He didn't know that I did that. The same names, when I asked who's in the room with us, every single one of those names popped up on his voice box thing. And that happened like weeks before. What I just got was just a couple days ago. So the same spirits are in the house and they're communicating through my iPad and his professional equipment. That's pretty amazing. That is, it's mind-blowing. Sorry if you guys don't find that fascinating, but I do. I think it's kind of crazy. Anyway, I'm walking down the middle of the street, gonna go put the camera and all my stuff inside the museum tonight. And then I'm gonna go back down and help pick up all the chairs as everybody leaves and put stuff away. And then I'm going to bed. It's been a long, long day. Super long. I could barely talk anymore. Losing my voice. I could barely walk. And I've been sitting all day. I've been sitting in the hot sun and now I could barely walk. Superman celebration. You did it again. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Hope you like this quick little video with a little bit of wrestling, a little bit of food, a little bit of people watching, and ending with an incredible paranormal husband and wife team. And actually, you met her earlier in the video. She's also an incredible molding artist. So all I need to do now is shuttle stuff down, get the link as that goes up on YouTube of the movie the documentary that I didn't want to show you guys. I figured it's just better if you guys watch the documentary itself. I got to get that, put that into this video, and yeah, I'm off to bed. I'm off to bed. Anyway, guys, until the next time, I'll see you later from Metropolis, Illinois, Superman Celebration 2021. This stream, or this video, God, I can't even talk. It's over. Peace out, everybody.